welcome to my channel. If you are not new here, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here either way. Guys, today we're doing a review of the brand new Too Faced Then and Now Cheers to 20 Years Anniversary Palette. So this is a really cool palette. This is the front of the box. I don't know if you guys can see the entire thing in the video. I'm going to kind of pan it across. And then this is the back of the box. I will put a link to the website on Sephora, guys, so that you can look at all the ingredients, because there's a ton of ingredients. Every color has a different set of ingredients listed, and so I didn't want to try to go over all this in here. It would take a long time, but if you're allergic to something, definitely check those ingredients before ordering. I'm not sure if it does appear to have carmine in this palette. I know that's one that a lot of people are allergic to. I do see carmine in some of the colors, but I don't know if there's other things you might be allergic to that could be in there. So there are 10 shades from 1998. That was the original palette. And then there are 10 shades from 2018 as well. So that is how this palette is. It is made in the United States and packaged in the Dominican Republic, which is really cool. Here's the actual palette itself, guys. It's beautiful pink glitter. It's very heavy. It is textured. The gold Too Faced logo does stand up off of the palette, and the glitter is textured, so it's really nice. There's a very nice mirror in this palette, guys. I'm just gonna try to kind of hold it like this so it doesn't blind you, but it does say celebrating 20 years of being fabulous with the little eyes, and I think that is so adorable. And then here are all of the colors in the palette. You've got the Then on the top row, and then you've got the Now on the bottom row. And I'm just panning it across, guys, to make sure you can actually see all the colors, because this is a very wide palette. So my initial thoughts on this palette is $59 on Sephora.com. I do not know if you can use, if you've got a Too Faced birthday coupon or something, if you could use that through their website. I don't know. It's usually not valid on new collections, but I don't know if it would be valid or not. I did purchase mine from Sephora. It was $59. You are getting 20 shadows in this palette, 10 from 1998, and then 10 of what they would be like in 2018 per Too Faced. Okay, and these shadows are 1.25 grams each, and they're approximately $2.95 each when you're paying $59 for this palette. And that is just counting the $59, guys, not counting tax and shipping, because that could vary depending on where you live and if you have free shipping and stuff with Sephora. So I did not count that. So overall, my initial thoughts on this palette is absolutely beautiful. I've only done my first impression video. I did a look, and then I've done the look that I'm wearing right now with this palette. The shadows are beautiful. I love the colors. They're blendable. They are gorgeous. What I don't like, guys, is I have a lot of glitter fallout from this look. I use several glitter shades. The other thing that strikes me right off about this palette, guys, is that there are only 3 mattes. There are a lot of like shimmer shades, and then there's a lot of glitter shades. The glitter shades have a lot of fallout, and because there's only 3 matte shades, I can do a look without matte shades, but the shimmer shades I could use, but not these glitter shades. You know, I need to have something besides the glitter shades. And I hope you guys can see this. I'm gonna hold it up. I used a couple of these glitter shades, and you can absolutely see glitter, like even in the shimmer shades up here where the glitter fell out, just from me tapping my brush into the color and moving it across the palette. So, I mean, that's just a lot of glitter. I wish they would have done a little less glitter maybe, or either made the glitter a different formula where it would stick out. Now, do I still love this palette? Absolutely. I think it is absolutely stunning right now. And I've only done 2 looks out of it, but I think it is absolutely gorgeous, and I am in love with it so far. You just got to be aware that you're going to have those fallout issues, and that you may need a transition shade from another palette. If you can live with that, then this palette is fantastic. I mean, I think it's a beautiful palette. So we're going to do our regular review. We're going to have swatches. We're going to do singles, doubles, and wets, and then we are going to do, I'm not sure how many looks yet. Somewhere between 3 and 5 looks we're going to do, and then we'll go over final thoughts on this palette. If this video seems like something you might like, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that little bell so that you don't forget. Also, guys, and make sure you follow me on social media. And it's always summer 2018 on Instagram, and it's always summer on Twitter, because I do post there as well when I post new videos. If you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. so I did these swatches a little bit different because I did use primer on these, and I also did the 1998, the 2018, 1998, 2018, and so on. I ran out of room, so I did not do the blacks, the blacks and silvery colors. I didn't do those, but I did do primer on this arm, so I wanted to go ahead and do that, and then, you know, rub the colors. And you see that even with primer, these colors are, you know, kind of rubbing together. It's not going to do that on your eye because you're not going to rub your eye, but I did want to show you guys that because they really, really do just kind of blend together into one muddy color if you just rub them. And yeah, I almost forgot to do that rub test, and I came back and did it, so that's a little disappointing. I mean, those colors are hard as heck to get off my arm though. Like, I'm scrubbing and scrubbing, and I can't get them all off, but they just kind of all blended into one muddy mess when you really rub on them. Now, of course, guys, nobody rubs their eyes like that usually, so I don't think it's going to do that on your eyes or anything. I really don't think it's going to do that on your eyes because nobody does that on their eyes, but I did want to show you guys that. And the primer that I used when I did that is this Krylon primer. It's not like, I didn't use like, you know, Shadow Insurance or Urban Decay primer or NARS. I use this cheaper one when I'm doing them on my arm, but that is what I have used on other ones in the past too. Now, I do think it's probably mostly those glittery shades because, like I said, those glittery shades just don't stick. So I think that those are what's rubbing into the other shadows. However, I've worn several eye looks from this palette all night. Now, I'm not scrubbing and rubbing my eyes. Nobody scrubs their eyes like that. I don't really consider that a really valid test because nobody scrubs their eyes like that. But I have seen other reviewers doing that, and so I did want to give you guys that knowledge that if you scrub and rub the colors, they will bleed into each other. I have had other ones that don't, but I honestly think it was because of the glitter shades. I honestly think that's why. Like I said, I've worn this shadow for hours and hours tonight. I've gone to the store wearing it, you know, in between eye looks that I was recording, and it stayed on just fine. It stayed on beautifully. Now, that's with the NARS shadow base. Like I said, I used that cheaper shadow base primer just to do the test on my arm because I just can't afford to use a full arm of primer from NARS every time I'm doing an eyeshadow review. But it still gives you an idea of how they do. So I just wanted to share that with you guys too. this is my first completed look for my actual review. You know, I do have the look from the first impressions video as well, and I really, really love this one. I will say this, guys, I used a lot of the glitter shadows, and I hope you can see there's a lot of glitter fallout on my face. I don't mind regular fallout. The glitter fallout is a little annoying. I'm not a big fan of that. Just is a little harder to get off, so I don't know. That's a little annoying, guys. It is. If you did it before you do your makeup, then you could wipe it off with a face wipe maybe. But if you've already done your base makeup, that's going to be annoying. Just my thoughts. This is similar to one of the looks in the pamphlet, guys. I did not actually use the pamphlet that came with it that gave you some look ideas, but I did see something that looked similar to this in there, and it was very pretty. And so I just went with some colors and came up with something similar. So this is my second finished look using the Too Faced Anniversary palette. I really, really like this one as well. It's a little bit more neutral, but still has some of the colors. guys, so this is finished look number 3. I did want to do a neutral look as well to show you guys a neutral look you could get from this palette. I know it's a very colorful palette, but a lot of people still like neutrals and want to be able to get that look out of a palette. So this is a look I did with browns and golds. All right, we'll be back in a few with look number 4. from the Too Faced Anniversary Palette. I like this one too. Lots of pretty looks in this palette, guys. my fifth and final finished look with the Too Faced Then and Now palettes. Alright guys, so my final thoughts on this palette. So I do absolutely love this palette. It is a $59 palette like I mentioned. So you're talking after taxes and shipping and stuff like that, probably somewhere around 65 bucks if you buy it online. I love, love, love the concept of this palette, having the 10 originals and then the 10 updated shades. I think that that is fabulous marketing. I love it. I think it's a brilliant idea. I love that those colors go together and are just beautiful together. The one thing I don't like, guys, the one thing I really don't like, there are 3, 4, 5, 6 glitter shades, and I'm talking glitter. Like, I almost feel like I need glitter glue for them, but not really. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 shimmer, and some of those shimmers do have a little bit of glitter in them as well, and then there's only 3 mattes. So right off the bat, I don't mind when there's only like 3 mattes like that. I don't mind using a different palette. I have tons of eyeshadow palettes to choose from. That does not bother me, but some people that really bothers, so I do want to make sure that you guys are aware of that. There's a pinkish shade, a darker brown shade, and a pale beigey shade. Those are the only 3 mattes in this palette. So if you are wanting a different type of transition shade to go with different colors, then you may have to reach for another palette. Not a big deal to me. The glitters, like I said, they're beautiful. They're really beautiful, but they are so soft, and I really feel like there's just a lot of glitter fallout from those glitters. I almost feel like I need to put on glitter glue first to hold them on. They do look beautiful, you know, once you get them on. That pink right there is one of the glitters. They look beautiful once you get them on, but you do have a lot of glitter that gets, like, even right now, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I have a piece of glitter sticking to one of my eyelashes. And I don't like that. I don't want to get like glitter in my eyes. I really don't, even if it's cosmetic glitter. So that's my only con really to this palette. You know, pros for this palette, it's gorgeous, it's huge, it has 20 different beautiful shades in it. The colors complement each other so nicely, and you can create a lot of beautiful looks with this palette. I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous. At $59, the shadows are only $2.95 each. They're 1.25 grams. I think I talked about that in initial thoughts. But you guys, I mean, it's a beautiful palette. It really is. Like, do I think it's worth 59 bucks? You know, I do, but I love glitter and I love color. And if you don't love glitter and color, it might not be for you. Now, I'm one who almost thinks that there can never be enough glitter. Like, I love glitter, but it's the formula or something of this glitter. It's just, it's beautiful, but it just needs to be a little tighter together or something. I don't know how to explain that, but I just feel like I got a lot of glitter fallout on my face, and I just don't love that part of it. But if I had it to do over again, I would order this palette again. So I do definitely like it. I think it's beautiful. And I like that the shades in the then and the shades in the now are complementary colors, but are different, so you can use them together. To me, that makes this really work. So yeah, overall, I absolutely love this palette, guys. And I think it is worth $59 that you're gonna have to fork out for this baby if you want it. As far as the ingredients go, guys, I do think I talked about that in my first impressions or at the beginning of this video. And there is carmine in this palette. I don't know what other ingredients people are often allergic to, but definitely check the ingredients. I will have that link in the description box below. Definitely check the ingredients before you decide to go out and purchase it, just in case. Yeah, other than that, guys, I absolutely love this palette. I think it's a fantastic palette. You know, I've given you the pros and the cons. Yes, there's a couple cons there are with most palettes, but overall, do I think this palette is worth it? I do. I love it. I'm happy that I have it, but you've got to make that decision for yourself, guys. I always give you my thoughts on how this palette works for me based on what I like and don't like, and I try to explain that to you guys really well. But you know, I don't ever want somebody to go purchase something just based on my opinion, because you may not feel the same way that I do. But I do love this palette. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, because I really really do work hard on these videos for you guys, and it really is a lot of work to film 5 eye looks in one day and edit them, but I do want to give you guys a really thorough review, and I hope that that is useful to you guys. So please do give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, because it really does help me out. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you are not already, and make sure you ring the little bell so that you'll be notified when I post future content, guys. And because YouTube notifications don't always work, also jump on over to Instagram and follow me at It's Always Summer 2018, and also follow me on Twitter at It's Always Summer. I do post my video links there as well most of the time. So if you do not get the notification on YouTube, at least you might see it on Instagram or Twitter. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.